back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Fields nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Browns drive about to get started. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now it's Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it to Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with the option left. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's their cornerback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a handoff looking right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and 11 now, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Play action. It's Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play call.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On play action, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And they are going for it. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jevon Holland. And the return will stop right around the 25. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A final shot before the break. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Off play action, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Fields on 1st down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Sharks got it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again is Fields. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. A gain of 6 there on first. Off the option, it's Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. The 40. The 20.
You'll get nothing.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now, they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now, let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
Called being